What if I told you that deep in the very center of your brain, there's a tiny pine cone-shaped gland that's no bigger than a single grain of rice? For centuries, this little organ has been a massive source of fascination. The 17th century philosopher René Descartes famously called it the principal seat of the soul, the exact point where the mind and body connect. But long before that, spiritual traditions from ancient Hindu sages to Egyptian mystics revered it as something much more. They knew it as the Ajna chakra, the celestial eye, or as it's more famously known, the third eye, a dormant organ of incredible spiritual perception. Of course, science has a different name for it, the pineal gland. And for scientists, its job is pretty clear. It gets signals from a part of your brain called the SCN, which is the body's true master clock. Based on those signals, the pineal gland produces and releases melatonin, the hormone that runs our sleep-wake cycles. It's our body's light meter, translating the rhythm of day and night into a language our cells can understand. But what if both sides, the spiritual and the scientific, are pointing to the same truth? What if this tiny gland is a bridge between the world we see and the worlds we feel? In many traditions, a blocked or sleeping third eye is what holds us back from our intuition. This video is about 7 ancient practices believed to help awaken the pineal gland and stir the psychic abilities that might be lying dormant inside you. We're going to walk the line between spiritual belief and scientific fact to give you the full picture of this mysterious and powerful part of you. So, why does this third eye need waking up in the first place? In spiritual circles, a dormant third eye is often linked to feeling confused, aimless, or disconnected from your gut feelings. The physical reason for this, many believe, is pineal gland calcification. And this isn't some mystical concept. It's a real documented process where calcium phosphate deposits build up on the gland. This calcification is a normal part of aging for many people, and the pineal gland is one of the most common places in the body for it to happen. However, some researchers and holistic practitioners believe our modern lifestyle might be speeding up the process. There's a popular belief that exposure to fluoride in tap water and toothpaste could be a contributor, but it's important to know that solid scientific evidence proving this link and its supposed harm to intuition is still pretty limited and debated. While some studies have found connections between heavy calcification and issues like sleep disorders, a direct cause and effect relationship hasn't been established yet. In the world of spiritual practice, however, this buildup is seen as a physical veil that literally dulls our inner vision. So the goal of decalcification isn't just about physical health, it's about clearing the channel to a higher consciousness. How do we gently start waking it up? Let's start with the big one, the method that's been championed by sages for millennia, meditation. Specifically, focusing your attention on the third eye or Ajna chakra is thought to stimulate this energy center. In Hindu and yogic traditions, this is the command center of both intuition and intellect. Just by closing your eyes and bringing a gentle, focused awareness to the spot between your eyebrows, you're practicing a technique believed to increase energy in that area. You can take it a step further with visualization. Picture a glowing, deep indigo light, the color of the Ajna chakra, pulsing softly right in the middle of your forehead. Imagine that light getting brighter and bigger with every breath, filling your whole head with a feeling of clarity. Now, science can't exactly measure psychic activation, but the proven benefits of meditation are undeniable. It lowers stress, calms the nervous system, and can even help regulate your melatonin, leading to better sleep and a more balanced mind. That mental quiet is the perfect soil for your intuition to grow. Here's where the spiritual and the scientific really shake hands. Your pineal gland is, at its core, all about light. To give your pineal gland a hand, try to get some direct, natural sunlight during the day, especially in the morning. This helps pause melatonin production and tells your body, hey, it's time to be awake. Then, as evening comes, it's just as important to cut down on artificial blue light from screens like phones, TVs, and computers. That blue light can trick your pineal gland into thinking it's still daytime, messing up your sleep cycle by suppressing melatonin release. Creating true darkness at night lets the gland do its job properly. Call it syncing with nature or regulating your circadian rhythm. The result is a healthier, more functional pineal gland. The old saying, "You are what you eat," gets a lot more interesting when you're thinking about your pineal gland. Many holistic traditions suggest a diet full of pure, whole foods to support its health and, as they believe, help with decalcification. This often includes antioxidant-rich foods like raw cacao, goji berries, and chlorophyll-packed greens like spirulina and chlorella. The idea is that these foods help detoxify the body and boost overall brain health. In these circles, you'll also hear strong recommendations to cut back on fluoride. As we mentioned, the science on this is still being debated, but many people choose to use fluoride-free toothpaste and drink filtered water just in case. Likewise, supplements like apple cider vinegar or iodine are sometimes suggested for detoxification, but there isn't solid scientific proof they can directly decalcify the pineal gland. The most reliable takeaway here? A clean, nutrient-rich diet and staying hydrated supports the health of your entire body, including your brain and all its amazing glands. Everything in the universe is vibrating. Sound healing works on the principle of resonance, the idea that one vibration can influence another. In spiritual traditions, chanting sacred mantras like the famous Om is believed to cleanse your energy and tune up your chakras. It's said that the specific vibrational frequency of chanting Om resonates with the Ajna chakra, helping to stimulate and purify it. If chanting isn't your thing, a popular modern twist is listening to specific sound frequencies like binaural beats or solfeggio frequencies. The 852 Hz frequency, in particular, is often called the frequency of the third eye and is said to help awaken intuition. While there's no scientific evidence that a specific sound wave can literally break down calcium deposits, the calming effects of sound therapy are very real. Listening to these tones can guide your brain into meditative states, like alpha and theta, which are known to reduce anxiety and open the door to creativity and deep relaxation. It's something we do over 20,000 times a day, mostly without thinking. But what if we actually paid attention to our breath? In yogic philosophy, breath is more than just oxygen. It's the carrier of prana, or life force energy. Pranayama, which is the practice of controlling your breath, is a way to direct this energy through the body to heal and awaken it. Techniques like alternate nostril breathing, or nadi shodhana, are believed to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain, a state considered key for activating the pineal gland. The simple act of slowing and deepening your breath has an immediate and powerful effect on your body. It shifts your nervous system out of the stressful fight-or-flight mode and into the healing rest and digest state. This process pumps more oxygen to the brain, improves your heart rate, and creates a powerful sense of calm and clarity. By just breathing consciously, we create the perfect internal space to finally hear our own intuition. This isn't just about sitting still. Sometimes you need to move to get your mind right. Yoga postures, or asanas, are a way of getting the body ready for deeper states of awareness. Certain poses are thought to be especially good for stimulating the third eye. These are often poses that bring your head below your heart, like child's pose, downward facing dog, or even a full headstand. The spiritual theory is that these postures boost blood flow to the brain, delivering more oxygen and juice to the pineal and pituitary glands. From a purely physical standpoint, yoga is a scientifically proven way to improve circulation, release tension, and strengthen the mind-body connection. While the direct claim of activating psychic powers remains a spiritual belief, the real-world benefits of a steady yoga practice, a calm mind, a healthy body, and sharp self-awareness, are undeniably the best foundation you can build for developing your intuition. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or maybe the spirit molecule in the brain. No conversation about the mystical side of the pineal gland is complete without mentioning DMT. DMT is a powerful psychedelic compound, and a compelling theory, made famous by Dr. Rick Strassman, suggests that the human pineal gland might actually make and release it during profound moments like birth, death, deep meditation, or near-death experiences. Now, it's a mind-bending idea, but let's be super clear. This is still a hypothesis, not a scientific fact. Traces of DMT and the enzymes needed to make it have been found in the brains of rats, but there's no conclusive evidence yet that the human pineal gland produces it in amounts that could cause a psychedelic trip. For now, the connection remains an exciting and mysterious frontier where neuroscience and spirituality meet. The journey to awaken your inner vision is a personal one. So, what about you? Which of these practices clicks with you the most? Have you ever had an experience with meditation, yoga, or anything else that seemed to crank up your intuition? Drop your story in the comments below. It could be the spark someone else needs to start their own path. And if you're serious about exploring the depths of your own consciousness, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what we dive into next. The pineal gland really lives a double life. To science, it's the master regulator of our biological rhythms, a critical piece of our brain's hardware. To spiritual seekers, it's the Eye of Horus, the seat of the soul, a gateway to other dimensions. But maybe the truth isn't one or the other. Maybe it's a beautiful mix of both. While science hasn't yet proven that these practices can lead to seeing the future, the methods themselves are deeply beneficial. Meditation, yoga, good sleep, a healthy diet, and breath work are all scientifically supported ways to slash stress, improve your mental clarity, and create a profound sense of well-being. Whether you think of it as decalcifying a gland or clearing an energy center, the goal is the same: to turn your focus inward. It's about quieting the noise of the world long enough to hear the subtle wisdom that's been inside you all along. The journey to activate your pineal gland is, in the end, a journey back to yourself. And that's the greatest adventure there is.